Hi, my name's Kathy Oliveira, and I'm ready to take you through a beautiful Hydra Spa facial. Are you ready to get pampered? Your skin is going to feel fabulous after this. You're going to notice a big difference. So let's get started, shall we? First of all, before we cleanse, which is, of course, the first step to any facial is the cleansing. And I want to tell you that this facial is not to be done more than once a month, okay? It's it's a very rigorous exfoliation process that you do not want to do regularly. Just once a month would be great. And you're going to just lavish in all of the hydration. Your skin is going to love it. All right, so once a month. Now I'm using my favorite set in the whole Mary Kay line, the Voluform Repair Set. Let me show you the whole set because when I do these with people, these Hydra Spa facials, they, even by just using just the cleanser and me telling them about the other products, they always get this. If they're over 50, it's a necessity. If you're over 40, it depends. You know, if you're seeing the advanced signs of aging, this Voluform Repair Set is the set for you. It is the Cadillac set of all Mary Kay. Now today, I'm only going to take you through the cleansing step, but let me introduce you to the whole set because seriously, of everything that we use today, this is the most important. It's really super important to have a regime, a skincare regime that you can count on to reverse the signs of aging and that you can use it daily, not just once a month. I mean, this is great. We're going to do this facial. You will see a difference. But in order to keep your skin looking young, you must be on a skincare program. This is my favorite by far. Okay, so you've got your foaming cleanser, which we'll use today. You've got your lifting serum, which is like a push-up bra for the lower part of the face. By the way, in your little goodie bag, I'm going to throw here, you have more than likely a whole strip of the Time Wise Repair. And so it not only has the foaming cleanser, it has the lifting serum, the night, the day cream, and the eye cream. So you can use all these samples later, okay? Today, we're just gonna use the foaming cleanser, but I wanted to tell you that you have all of these samples in your swag bag, your beauty swag bag. So let's go back to the set. So then, of course, the night cream with the retinol, so important to use that every night before bed, just upward and outward, avoid the eye area. Make sure you go into the décolleté, the throat area. All this area is exposed to the environment every single day. And so that's why it's so important to care for it. So you want to use the night cream at night, the day cream during the day. Now, one of the biggest culprits of aging is the sun. And so, of course, this has SPF 30. So you'll be happy to know that our day cream that hydrates your skin, moisturizes your skin, also protects it. And then we have our amazing eye cream. It is our most luxurious, most effective eye cream in the Mary Kay line. And this set, unbelievable, is just $205. If you know your prices, you know that this is an incredible price for such. Gosh, I wish I could read you the statistics. I mean, this line is backed by facts, by how much it firms the skin. I mean, there are statistics, and you can ask me if I'm your beauty consultant, or you can ask your beauty consultant about the specifics as far as a reduction in fine lines, as far as firming the skin, as far as hydrating the skin, as far as lifting the skin. Each of these products, it's written in our website, especially for consultants, detailed account from outside scientists that have studied women and men that have been using this line, and the statistics are astounding. So this is definitely my favorite line, but we're only going to use our cleanser for this HydraFacial. So I'm going to go ahead and take my cleanser with this brush. This is the Sonic Skinvigorate brush. It's on right now. I'm going to make it go a little faster and then a little faster. Oh, it has a little water on it, so you see it's spurting out. You see that? But it is not one of the brushes that go round and round. This one has a sonic. Woo, it's just like a hummingbird or a bumblebee. A bumblebee, did you know that to get the pollen out of the flowers, it vibrates at 90 times a second? 90 times a second. This vibrates at 120. Let's take a look again. Okay, so it's soft as satin. So it's really gentle for the skin, but guess what? It cleanses your face 4 times as well. Not twice as well, 4 times as well as a washcloth. Everything in the Mary Kay line is 100% guaranteed. I don't know why you wouldn't get this brush. Like, this brush is amazing. You can always get a new head from your beauty consultant, a new brush, and it has a cord that comes with it, and you charge it by USB, so it doesn't have any batteries inside to corrode or anything like that. So this is what I do. I get my Skinvigorate brush wet, then I put just a dab of the cleanser, and then I start to cleanse my face. Maybe. Oh, I'm dripping. And you can see it's foaming. This cleanser works so well. Now, I don't have any makeup on right now, but if I did, it would take all the makeup off, all of it. And the neat thing is that with this cleanser, the dirt that you pull off from the makeup does not stay on the brush. That's how effective this cleanser is. Whoops, that's on my eyelash. Whoa. Yeah, better not clean our eyes. It also has a timer, as you can tell. It just stopped. So, oh, I've never gotten a cleanser in my life. No. I'm being a little too fancy here with doing it in front of you. Yeah, so I'm using a disposable washcloth, which you can perhaps talk to your beauty consultant, myself, if I'm your beauty consultant, and maybe we can arrange to have you get some of these. My customers love them because they don't have any bacteria on them, because they are fresh every time. And then I just throw them away. Okay. Oh, that feels wonderful. And the resilience of my skin is improved just from using this beautiful Voluform cleanser. Now, sometimes, you try a cleanser, you maybe try this, you're like, oh, I need that. Well, after 28 years in Mary Kay, I had lots and lots of education. I have learned that using one set that goes together is far better for your skin welfare. So I would get the whole set. You need every single step. And why mix another brand with it? Just get the set. By the way, you save like $40 when you get the whole set rather than buying them individually. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, like I said, this is a very rigorous process. We're going to go ahead and start with not to be done more than once a month. So we're going to go ahead and start with microdermabrasion. This is our microdermabrasion set. See how big it is? This is the refining step that has aluminum oxide crystals in it, just like the crystals that a dermatologist or an esthetician would use at a fancy spa. Then you've got your pore minimizer, which you can use with or alone on a daily basis. If you have trouble with large pores, you can simply pat it on and voila, they're much less visible. So that's a great product to be used alone. Now, today, we are not going to close the pores after we do microdermabrasion because we have a lot more to do with our skin. So all we're going to use is the refined step. Now, you will save money with Mary Kay. I am so convinced about that because I have seen comparable products that are quality like Mary Kay. You will usually save about 50%, okay? Now, let's say you wanted to get a microdermabrasion treatment. Oh my gosh, then you're really saving money. You want to go and have somebody else, massage the microdermabrasion aluminum oxide crystals on your face. Maybe they have a machine that does it, and you pay at least $100, right? For one treatment, one microdermabrasion treatment, which is basically microdermabrasion. It takes off the top layer of your skin. It evens out your skin tone. It makes it like soft as satin. Your pores are less obvious. The fine lines are reduced because basically it's like taking sandpaper to the outside of your face, right? This has 30 treatments in it. This whole set is only $55. So not only compared to other brands are we about half the price, and you'll save money with Mary Kay, but when you go out to a spa and have someone else use these crystals, same crystals, you're going to pay, gosh, I don't even know. This is 30 applications, 30 treatments, and you're going to outside pay $100 per treatment. You do the math, $55 for this set, microdermabrasion. All right, now this is very specific on how we're going to use this, okay? Remember, we're only using this one, the refined step today. You have a sample. Bright pink of both of the products. So we are only using the refined, the bigger one. The pore minimizer, you try it later, okay? Because we're not going to close up our pores. Now, this is a little tricky. Most of the time, I will microderm in my shower. I don't ever personally do it at the sink. Why? Because it drips down my hands, my arms rather, and it just drips all over the place, on the mirror, everything, because it is a little challenging to take off the aluminum oxide crystals. But for your benefit, I'm going to do it here at the sink. Now, the other reason, besides that I get all messy out by the sink and it drips down my hands and such, and it is challenging to get off the crystals. And so in the shower, obviously it's not challenging at all. They come right out with the power of the spray, right? But also the other reason I do it in the shower is because you want your face totally wet before you use this, okay? So I'm going to wet my face again. All right, so now my face is wet. Now, I like to use my Skin Vigorate brush for this, but I want to caution you, you would never, ever, please don't ever use this brush on your eye area, regardless of if you're using your cleanser or anything. This is not designed for the eye area. So I'm going to put some of the aluminum oxide crystals on my sonic brush. I'll deposit a little bit here and there. Okay. Now this is not going to foam up, so you're not going to see anything. I like to get it where the fine lines are, but that's as close as I get to my eye area. I also like to get it, speed it up a bit, on the places where I have had extensive sun damage because I was a competitive, I'm going to add more water. I was a competitive tennis player. So I damaged my skin. I just dropped something. I damaged my skin. There we go. And so I was not wearing sunscreen. I was not using Mary Kay. I was a competitive tennis player ever since I was 10. And I'm pretty old right now, although you never know it with Mary Kay, right? But because of that, not using sunscreen, out in the sun 3-4 hours a day, playing tennis, I do have some sun damage. Now you'll notice I am not going down to my neck area. There is not a lot of heavy exfoliation for me that I need to do down there. Plus, I will be dripping all over the place if I go down. Now, I would like to go down in my décolleté area, the upper chest area, but again, it will just be all over the place. I will do that in the shower, but not here. So anyway, look, the timer went off. That means it's 1 minute. Let's go a little bit longer. Okay. All right. A little bit down on the neck, décolleté. Okay. Now I'm going to take a washcloth, another one, or you can use the same one. I gave you a washcloth, I'm not sure, or I gave you one. Ooh. Oh my gosh. So you see now you're taking yours off. Ooh, it's a little tough to take off. And you're starting to see that we're getting some intense exfoliation done, right? You know, this is feeling like sandpaper, right? Feeling like sandpaper. By the way, if you like microdermabrasion and the result, which I'm sure you will, you can use this 2 to 3 times a week. But you would never follow it with what we're going to do today, except for maybe once a month. All righty. Okay, keep working on getting those crystals off. I still have them on. Take my word for it, it really works better in the shower, okay? Because you don't want any of the crystals still left on the face. Woo! Okay. So, well, let's take that washcloth and throw it over the trash. Try my face. Now you may want to take a look in the mirror and see what has happened to your face and feel the softness and the smoothness. Maybe you see an more even tone. Maybe you see the fine lines lessened. Maybe you see the pore size smaller. Take a close look. Again, this is the microdermabrasion set 55. We just used the refined crystals, but we're skipping pore minimizer. Okay. All right, so next we are going to use the charcoal mask, which I dropped on the ground. I knew I dropped something on the ground. Okay, it's your charcoal mask. Sample looks like this. Okay. This is a deep detoxification mask. I'm applying it with this cool Mary Kay mask applicator. I like to put some on the back of my hand. You don't need much, maybe that much at the most. And I'm just going to smooth it on, especially around the nose and the forehead. I find I have blocked pores there. I have toxins, dirt, oil, even though I have dry skin. I see it visibly coming up when I use this mask, and I only use this mask once a month because I don't have oily skin. If you have more oily skin, you might like this mask and use it twice weekly. This mask is designed to go deep into the pores and remove all of the dirt, oil, impurities, toxins. When a person ingests poison in their body, they will pump, from what I'm told from my nurse friends, charcoal into their stomach. And that absorbs the poison. So we're basically detoxifying the face. Okay, so I have to leave this on for 20 minutes. So I haven't told you too much about Mary Kay. I'm going to rinse this off. But it's going to be an opportunity for me to tell you a little bit about myself, Mary Kay, the company, about how you can get free product, and yeah, some good stuff. So let me introduce myself a little bit more. My name is Kathy Oliveira. I live in Escondido, California. It's nice and warm all the time. Born and raised here, went to college at UC Irvine, then went on and got my master's degree over at National University. Didn't know what I wanted to do even after my master's degree. I was working at the university. I was academic advisor, and then I got promoted to assistant dean of students at a campus there, and that was fun. But I don't know, I'm very family oriented. Are you? I just am. My mother was a stay-at-home mom. I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom to just absorb the cuteness of my kids. And I didn't know how I was going to do that. I liked working, but I liked being with my kid more. And so anyway, I did stay home. My husband supported me on that. We made barely enough to survive. And I was just so grateful. And he was just like so cute. For any of you guys that are listening that have kids, you know what I'm talking about. It's just like heaven on earth. I mean, it's a lot of work, but they're so cute. Anyway, now I want grandkids, you can tell. Anyway, so I was staying home and I just thought, I need something more in my life. I remember going to a church cookie exchange with my Bible study and bringing, I don't know how many dozen cookies that I made. And then the idea was we were going to exchange them. I thought to myself, wow, I don't need cookies. Okay. So, but I was so desperate to just sort of do something and just to be with other women and to socialize that I was making cookies, which I don't like doing, and then exchanging them so they're even more delicious so I could come home and just fatten up again. I mean, I'm like, Kathy, you need something. You need more in your life. And there was a financial need. As I said, we were just surviving there. So here's the thing. Okay. I do not like to clean. I don't like to cook. I don't like to do laundry. Now, when you're a stay-at-home mom, there's certain jobs that come along with it. And those are the 3 jobs: laundry, cooking, and cleaning, right? I didn't even enjoy shopping. I mean, so I was ill-fitted for the stay-at-home mom job, except that I loved being with my son. So I thought to myself, being a problem solver, I need some money. And my sister was a consultant. She had already talked to me. When Johnny was born, she goes, "Oh, Mary Kay is so perfect for you, staying home, blah, 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 blah." I said, no way, Jose. I don't hardly use any makeup. I'm not into skincare. This is not a fit for me. I don't know anybody to start with. I'm not a salesperson. Oh, and I had done Mary Kay when I was like right out of my bachelor's degree, and I didn't do anything with it. So I had that experience that I thought, it doesn't work, which isn't true. I basically didn't work it, but still, I didn't take responsibility. And I just said, no, absolutely not. And Debbie, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't mention it again. I'll buy your product. I was using some skincare, one lipstick, Mauve Elegance, for those of you who maybe have used Mary Kay a million years ago. We're talking like 30, 40 years ago. But anyway, so I had a few products I used from her, and I did pay full price very happily. As I said, I mean, already I knew I was saving money with the Mary Kay. So anyway, but this time came where I became a little more needy on money and something of my own. And so I shocked my sister, because it was 2.5 years after she had mentioned it to me. And I said, absolutely not. I will never do Mary Kay, and I appreciate you not mentioning it again. So I went to her house, and I still remember knocking on her door. She opened it up. She lived at an apartment. And so she opened the door and she said, hi. And I'm like, hi, sign me up. She said, for what? I said, for Mary Kay. She said, no. I said, yeah, just sign me up. I'm going to be the worst consultant you've ever seen. I'm not going to be salesy. She goes, there's no quotas. Don't worry. There's no quotas and there's no pressure. You do whatever you want. It's your own business. I'm like, okay, good. Well, anyway, so I started, and that was 28 years ago. The one thing that I did do right the second time, because remember the first time it was a big flop, like I didn't do anything. Well, what happened was this time I sought out training. We have wonderful training in Mary Kay, but I didn't know that the first time. So I went to training. I learned how to put on makeup. I didn't know how. I learned about skincare. I didn't know hardly anything about it. I learned how to run a business. Even though I had an MBA, they really didn't teach me applications that much, really. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a good student or something. I got through fine, but I didn't know how to run a business, but they taught me. And if they could teach me, they could teach you. So anyway, I went on, and then I earned my car in a year. This is a stay-at-home mom that maybe did, well, maybe 2 appointments a week just to get out of the house. It was so fun. It made my life so fun. Sometimes my husband, when I first approached him about it, he's like, I'll never stop you from doing something you want to do. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just give it a try. He's like, okay. But then sometimes he'd be like a little grouchy, like, what's this Mary Kay stuff doing here? And how come the house isn't clean? Whatever. Oh, actually, wait a second. Well, still in between the cleaning lady, because I hired a cleaning lady immediately once a week. I was so excited because that was my goal. But anyway, he's just complaining. And you know what I used to tell him? I used to say, Tony, I'm happier than I've ever been in my life. I have such balance. I'm with my child. I have my house cleaned every week. Tony loves to cook. So he took over the cooking. That was really easy because he loves to cook, and he was so critical of my meals. But anyway, I'm getting too personal. But anyway, so that's the story. And then I went on and became a director, and I don't like Mary Kay. I don't like doing Mary Kay. I love doing Mary Kay. It's so free and easy. It's so like I can totally be myself. I can be creative. I can try new things all the time if I want to. Yet there's such education, so I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Oh, I could go on and on. Like, I love this business. And if you're interested in learning more about it, you should totally talk to me or to your consultant and get a few more of the facts. We have the highest commission that I know of any direct sellers, as far as what we earn on the product, and also on what we earn when we have a team. So it is just astounding. And to get started is just a minimal amount. It could be as little as 30, depending on if you decide to get the $30 startup or the 130. Either one is fine. Anyway, so we're gonna not. Let's see, I've been talking for 10 minutes. No, I don't think I have. Okay, so let me just tell you let's go into another topic. So you have heard my story. I guess I should tell you a little bit more for those of you who love adventure. Mary Kay sends Tony and I on a trip, an exotic trip every year, fully paid for, like 5-star hotels, 5-star eating, everything is free. And I'm not talking, to the Caribbean, nothing against the Caribbean or Hawaii, but they're kind of like, oh, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to the Caribbean. Oh, I'm going to Hawaii, kind of normal type stuff. If you're on the Pacific, Hawaii is pretty normal. If you're on the Atlantic, Caribbean's very normal. But anyway, no, this is to Europe. This is to South America. This is to China. I mean, these are places I never would have gone, and I never would have gone in this style either. And Mary Kay rewards us, even though like I'm in business for myself. I have received designer handbags, beautiful pink Cadillacs. I guess it's like 14. I don't even know. I lose count. That they've been given to me. It's unbelievable. Beautiful jewelry, and I'm talking gold and diamonds. It is the most beautiful business ever, and I really, really love what it stands for. Mary Kay taught us. She said, put God first, family second, and work third, and your life will be in balance, and you will be actually make more money, because you have such harmony in your life, right? And so I love those principles. She also had the principle of do unto others as you would have done unto you. And so I love that, because that way I could really feel free to be me and to not be salesy and to not be pushy, but to be giving and thoughtful and kind and understanding. So Mary Kay has brought out the best in me, and it could bring out the best in you too. I bet you're pretty awesome right now. But you know what? Everybody can get more awesome, and we can improve. I feel like Mary Kay for me has been a personal growth course that I got paid to take. And my children and my husband are better for it because of the woman that I've become through my Mary Kay training. I could talk to you forever. I really could about Mary Kay. My heart is so full of love and fulfillment and fun. And money. Oh my gosh, my highest paycheck in 1 month. This wasn't even my sales. In 1 month, cash, not sales, just for being a director. I became a director, a leader after I got my car. $31,000. Some people don't make that in a year, even at the time of this recording. I mean, it's unbelievable the amount of money that you can make. As a matter of fact, my husband got to retire from federal law enforcement in his mid-40s. Christina was 4 because of Mary Kay and the abundant income. So that could be for you too. Why not? Why not? Oh, it's getting a little harsh. Okay, I want to tell you one more thing though. Okay, so now you probably did the detox facial first with me or your consultant. Now you're doing this hydrofacial, which has more steps than this, believe it or not, this wonderful hydrofacial. And what's next? Well, if you have not had a party, and this is not a party, this is just you having your hydrofacial that you're entitled to, your second appointment, and you decided not to bring any friends along, may I suggest that you reconsider? You're probably developing a trust for Mary Kay, a trust for your consultant, and maybe, just maybe, you want to share these wonderful products, which wait until this is finished, you're going to love it. These wonderful products with your friends. That's how we build our business. I would never have been able to build my business if it hadn't been for people like you that said, you know what, let's have a party. You talk to your consultant or talk to me about maybe she'd be willing to even, I know I would, to have a Hydra Spa party. How fancy is that? These facials run $150 to $300. If you go to a spa, check it out. $150 to $300 to do what we're doing. It's a microdermabrasion. Now we're doing a detox charcoal, but it's for free. So you could do that, or you can go back to a simple detox and invite your friends. It's the same deal, $10 of free product, because we know some people might not invest in their skincare and some people will. Predominantly, they will when they try Mary Kay. So we want to thank you. $10 per guest that gets on. But of course, remember, your consultant is going to need to send all of these samples, right? She's going to have to send all these samples, because there's more that I'm not lifting up, to them in advance. So you'll want to get there, you know, A-OK, definite. I'll be there at this time for a virtual facial, or maybe you'll want to do one in person. Anyway, I think my mask is dry. Before you wash off your mask, I want you to go to a magnifying mirror and take a look at your pores. Take a look at how this mask, especially if you applied it lightly, it looks like I applied it real heavily. But you can see at the tip of my nose where it's not so heavy. Perhaps you can see where it has pulled out the dirt and impurities. By the way, this mask is only $24. Unbelievable prices. Okay, so go ahead and remove your mask. I'll remove mine too. How's it going over there? Tell you, you're gonna love what happens here. I had a friend that was afraid to do a hydrofacial because it was, you know, pretty invasive, right? Pretty exfoliating. And she was just reticent to do it. Well, this friend was a beauty consultant. Anyway, she finally relented, finally did a hydrofacial on herself. This is a true story. The next day, one of her best friends came over. She had no makeup on. Not the friend did, but the consultant had no makeup on. And the friend said, "What is up with your face?" And Martha said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "It's glowing." And then Martha remembered, "Well, I did this hydrofacial last night. I want it. I want everything you used." Well, and Martha said, "Well, you know, we should try it first." She goes, no, I know how you looked before and how you look now. I want every single thing you used." So Martha conceded and of course sold her everything, and you can have it too. All right, our next step, as if this isn't enough, is our, how do we say this? Time-Wise Repair Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. You've heard of glycolic acid? Those peels, right? Now this is enriched with moisturizers, so it is not gonna have your face peel. But, literally, but you thought the microdermabrasion was intense. This is way more exfoliating. Don't get it near your eyes. You might have a slight burning. It is intense. I usually don't use it on my neck, but I do like to use these products on my décolleté. Ooh, I still feel some microdermabrasion beads there. So we've got the Revealing Radiance Peel. Okay, so let me tell you about this product. I'm gonna leave it on for about 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. All right, so now let me just tell you that, let's say your budget is, you know, a little, like, you have to really be thoughtful about what you're investing in. Hopefully you're getting your repair set. Do you notice how these are the same color? These are not. This is microdermabrasion. to, you know, really be cognizant about what you're investing in as far as exfoliation. Invest in this one. This one's $65, $10 more than the microdermabrasion. Should be used twice a week by more mature women. This is for women over 50 or over 40 if you're really in and you're starting to see some advanced signs of aging. So this doesn't just take off that top layer of skin. This goes deeper and removes the dead skin cells beneath the surface. Isn't that amazing or what? As I told you, it's just 65, and I would recommend this highly to be combined with your repair set. Okay. All right. So I think the last thing, let's see, what else should I tell you? Well, I'll tell you about some of the products that we're going to use next, okay? Because we've got to leave this on for a little bit. Okay, I'm going to talk about, because after we do this and after we take off this glycolic acid facial peel, we're going to go ahead and put on, whoops, it has my name label there. Your consultant can put her name label. That way it makes it easy to reorder. Anyway, this is one product from our Naturally line, Mary Kay Naturally line. Now, all of our products are manufactured in the United States, with the exception of the Naturally line. And let me tell you why. Because our Naturally line goes by the European standards of purity, which from what I understand are 1,800 more ingredients that are banned in Europe and are not deemed pure. So if you're really into, you know, purity and such, you will always go by European standards of purity, right? And certainly if a company says they're natural, you would know if you study this kind of thing and you're really into product purity, you would know that doesn't mean anything. That's just a marketing ploy. But we have a whole system. You can check with your consultant or myself, a whole system for skincare in lieu of the one that I love the best, this one, the Repair Set for advanced signs of aging. But this one, if having pure products on your face is more important to you on a daily basis, we have a whole skincare line that is designed for you. This oil is 100% pure based on European standards of purity, 100%. Our buffing powder is 100%. Our moisturizing stick, 100%. The cleanser, I believe, is, I don't know, 99.6 or something like that. It does have a little bit of something that it kind of lathers up a little bit, but these are really great products that I think that you'll love. And we're going to use the oil after this, the nourishing oil. And then, believe it or not, we're going to put a mask on top of the oil. Now, if you were at a detox facial, you love this mask. This is the Moisture Renewing Gel Mask with a derivative of hyaluronic acid, which attracts moisture into your skin. Now, I might not have told you on the first video, but you can actually wear this all through the night. Today, it's kind of morning. So what I think I'll do is I'll just splurge, put this on, put the mask on, and just wear it for the rest of the day. So we'll use this too. And then finally, we're going to use something that I think you all will love, and that is the Hydrogel eye patches, okay? Hydrogel eye patches. Let me just open these up for you. You can see that they come with a little spatula. To get them out with my long nails is hard. Okay, and then it's tightly closed so that no air can get in. And then we're going to take one of these little petals and put one under one eye for hydration and depuffing the eye. My son wears them in the morning as he's going to work, just to depuff his eye area so it doesn't look so dark and puffy. So these are really wonderful. I think you'll really love them, and we'll finish with that. All righty, I think I'll go ahead. If you want to stop the video and have it stay on just a little longer, go ahead. But I'm going to take mine off. Because, a while here. So I'm going to, even though this should have been left on for 10 minutes, I think I'm a few minutes shy. So you feel free to leave yours on. Maybe you could even watch what I'm doing and then follow along afterwards. So again, this is to be done, this whole process is to be done only once a month. As I said, your face could be feeling slightly irritated. What's happened is it's been extremely exfoliated, which will make it smoother, more radiant. The fine lines will be lessened. Definitely the charcoal mask was a great detoxification once the pores were opened by the microdermabrasion. All right, and I think I'll do a little dry though after that mask. Just a little pat, leave some of the water on there. And then where's my oil? So I'm going to take the little eyedropper, all glass. Oh, forgot to tell you, this oil cannot be sampled, so you don't have this oil. Okay. There are so many stringent requirements when you are using, selling, whatever, pure products. They do not allow anything to be touched or altered or anything like that. So we are not allowed to have you try or to send a sample of the Naturally line. If you're want to try it in person, of course, everything is 100% guaranteed. You can always order it. And then if you don't care for it, which I know you will, you can send it back. Now I'm going to go ahead and use, this is the moisture renewing gel mask. Remember, we used that at the detox appointment that you had. Oh, yes. I love this mask. Nice. Just pat that on. Like I said, you can leave it on for 10, 20 minutes or leave it on all day or all night. It's going to be fabulous for you. Now I'm going to put on a couple of hydrogel eye patches. I know people that wear these, not only my son, but consultants every single day because they just feel like their eye area is so needs extra hydration and extra attention. Some of my consultants even wear them into different stores, so people ask about them, which they inevitably do, and then they tell them about them and they buy them. So anyway, I'm good to go, but there are specials. There are specials. So let's take a look as I wipe my hands from all that wonderful moisture. Hold on one second. By the way, your consultant is going, or myself, is going to meet with you immediately after that. Hopefully you've scheduled a time. If you haven't, text her, please, and say, hey, I did my facial. And she'll schedule a time to get your opinion of the products that you tried, and also whether you want to get some free product and help her build her business. Oh, but don't forget, also, you may be like listening to me going, I want to do this. Like, why not? So you can let her know that too. So let's take a look at some of the specials we have. You might remember from your detox that you could be a princess or a queen. The princess set, if you go for a princess and you buy at least $99 of stuff, which is really easy to do. I know, the more exposure you get to Mary Kay, you're like, oh God, stop. I love this stuff. I know. Anyway, yes, you get the Sonic Skin Vigorate brush at half price when you're a princess, in case you didn't get that special before. And then you get another, if you got the queen set. Hold on. The detox, we gave away one of these rollout bags to anybody that was a queen. You can either get another one, or perhaps me or your consultant can figure out something else that would be equally fantastic. Rollout bags, if you haven't seen it, because we may have some new people watching this, and this may be your first Mary Kay facial. These little compartments peel off. There's beautifully designed with a zipper at the top for easy access. There are 4 of them, and there's a hook at the top, so it can be put on the back of a hotel door or a bathroom door. And what's so cool, it's called a roll-up bag. You just roll it up. This is yours when you get the Time-Wise repair set. So you save almost 40 bucks, 39 bucks when you get that set. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. But everything else is so great too. And enjoy your skin, everybody. Enjoy your skin. Skin by Mary Kay. And we just so appreciate your business. So thank you so much. You can review this sheet later. Here's the Hydra Spa set. That's everything of the extras that we use. There's the microderm, there's the charcoal mask, there's the moisture renewing gel mask that I have on right now, there's the hydrogel eye patches, and then there's the skin revealing facial peel with the glycolic acid. So here's the basic repair set, and here's the ultimate repair set that I was telling you about, how it goes. These go together, and you'll also see in the ultimate repair set for $270, Botox in a tube. I didn't mention that, but in any deeper lines, which are going to be pretty rare when you're using your Voluform and all the extras that you get with it, but still there may be a fine line right here, or a deep line here, or wherever, maybe by the eyes, that you can use that deep wrinkle filler right in there, pat it out. It's amazing. It's so amazing how it makes that line disappear. So that comes with that ultimate repair set. All right, signing off. Have a great rest of your day, enjoying your beautiful skin. You deserve it. Bye.